Large-scale community project for Salisbury, which is currently hanging from the centre of Salisbury Cathedral. Richard McLester is the artist behind the project. He joins us live now. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. How did the idea come about?
Well, the idea was all about unifying and exploring the concept of light. And we started the project over 3 years ago with that in mind. But when we started the project in Salisbury, it became very apparent at the beginning of the year that this was going to be very, very special for the city. And it's sort of grown. Over the course of the year, it really has. It's been something that people have really been able to look to and use as a symbol to help get them through what's been happening.
Yeah, I mean, why is a project like this so important to the city of Salisbury?
I think having talked to so many people in the city over the last few weeks, it's so clear there's a real community spirit there to get the city back on track and to look forward to the next year. And using projects like this, it's all about showing the world that really, do you know what, there is still life in the city. It's got an amazing future. It's a beautiful place to live. And it's just about looking and making a positive impact and giving the excuse for people to come back together again.
Yeah, I'm just looking at some of the figures relating to Salisbury since March. I mean, a 12% drop in trade, house prices have gone down. There are also concerns for the mental health and well-being of residents. I mean, do you think Salisbury can move forward in light of recent events?
I absolutely. I mean, everybody that I've spoken to, we did a series of interviews during the project, and one person said to me, "Do you know what? I went to Europe, and when I said I'm from Salisbury, she found it very sad that people said, 'Oh, Salisbury, we know exactly where that is.'" But there is this sense of, do you know what, we can move forward. The Darkness to Light services in the cathedral this year have been so well attended. They've had to turn over 200 people away at each service, which has never happened before. So there is this sense that people want to come back together. And if people want to come back together and they want to move forward collectively, they can. And I'm a firm believer in that.
Do you think in some way Salisbury has perhaps come together more than it's ever been sort of together before because of that poisoning, because the city's had to, pull together, pull through what is a pretty devastating thing to happen to any town or city anywhere?
I think so, definitely. I mean, the support that we've had for the project has been amazing. And if we're being supported like this, it's definitely something that's been felt across the city. I mean, for something like this to happen in such a tight-knit community anyway. I mean, Salisbury is not a huge city. It is a small city, so it's bound to affect a place like Salisbury much more than maybe a larger space. So it really is. It's something that people can come together and next year they'll move forward. I'm sure.
And do residents of Salisbury feel that they're getting enough support from the government? I know there has been some funding that has gone to the city, but is that enough, or is there more support that you could receive?
I think that the financial thing is always one thing, but I mean, from my experience of looking on the topic of Darkness to Light, as we've done with this project, it's the tendency is that people think about finances a lot, and it's the real impact of people, and it's just that general support and the sharing of stories. The impact of what's happened this last year will be felt for many years to come, I'm sure, and it's really important that people don't forget that. Once the media leave, when everybody leaves and things go back to normal in inverted commas, it's going to be really important to help support those people and just see how they are. I mean, that's the real challenge, I think.
Okay, Richard, really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.